What do you believe, but cannot prove? Childhood friends stole my copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee. Haunts me to this day. Did they do it? I'll never know. I'm physically disabled, and as my issues have worsened with time, I've gone from directly working with patients to a desk job. Around the time COVID started, I finally had to request some gear to be able to do my job due to my issues. At my employer, this sort of thing comes out of the office budget. Recently I got an interview for another area, and it went really well. A short time after, a coworker I vaguely know contacted me and asked me a lot of questions about my disability and the recent aid I needed to continue doing my job. I didn't think anything of it, as people get curious and ask me questions every so often. She did ask a lot of oddly in-depth questions about how our employer made changes for my disability. Time passes, and I hear nothing about the position. I contact the hiring manager, and whereas before she was friendly and open, she talks to me now like she has someone with a gun standing behind her, and she's afraid to say the wrong thing. Eventually she tells me the position was filled, and she doesn't know why I wasn't told, even though she's the one who would do the notification. A few days later it's announced that the woman who was asking me all the questions got the job. I had no idea she was interviewing, and I suspect one of her higher-up friends tipped her off I was her competition. From things that have happened since, I suspect she talked about me in the interview, and convinced the hiring manager hiring me would mean expenditures to account for my disability, and that being disabled I wouldn't be able to keep up with my work like non-disabled employees. But I can't prove any of it. Subway was much higher quality 20 years ago. People in general across the world want to live in peace. In the near future, an app or social media site will be created that essentially functions the way labor unions were meant to function. It will cause upheaval. Places like Walmart and manufacturers will suddenly have to deal with flash strikes.